Congratulations! You have just been hired as a film lab technician at your local pharmacy. A plethora of opportunities await you as you surf this fast-track highway to personal success. Before you begin the process of handling the public's photo needs, there are a few rules and regulations you must adhere to. We'll begin with personal grooming and attire. Hairstyles should be kept above the collar and combed or brushed. Female employees are allowed to maintain a single piercing on each ear. Tongue, nose, lip, and other, quote, alternative piercings are not allowed by the company, as they suggest a deviant or homosexual lifestyle, which is not accepted by our corporation or our God. Men may maintain a single ear piercing in the right ear only. This will accentuate the heterosexuality of our workforce. Attire is simple: tan pants with a red collared shirt that will be provided to you from the company. Now that you are properly dressed, let's get to work. You have just been handed your first roll of film to be processed and printed. We will now go through the steps to bring these images to fruition. The leader from every roll of film must be pulled before processing. We have a machine for removal of this leader. Mount the roll of film, sliding the silver tongue into the slit of the canister. Lock the roll of film in place and tug the long handle to the left of the device. You will feel a slight vibration as the tongue captures the leader and removes it from the canister. You may have to repeat this process 30 to 40 times because the device doesn't work properly and can be very frustrating. Finally, the leader is exposed. Tape the clear card to the film leader. Now it is ready for processing. Open the lid of the processor by pressing the button underneath it and insert the leader card with the film canister still attached. Close the lid and sit back while the film you have loaded magically transforms into a negative. When all is running smoothly, there is a green light at the top of the machine that will be illuminated. When the light turns red, that typically means that there's a need for some sort of chemical to be mixed and poured into the canisters inside. When that's the case, simply pour water into all the canisters until the beeping stops. After 10 minutes, your film will emit from the processor. Cut the film from the card and it will be ready to be placed in the printer. Slide the negative into the negative mask that rests on top of the printer. Press the start button on the keyboard and watch as the negative feeds through, producing print after print. Being that you're dealing with the general public, be aware that there's no telling what kind of images are going to come across for printing. The most popular images are family gatherings with a finger over the lens. More often than not, you will get some sort of sexually themed picture. These can be anything from simple nudity to full-on orgies of primal hedonism that will make Caligula blush. I remember this one time, this woman brought in a roll of film, and almost every frame was her in this homeless man's while he was himself, and there was this clown covered in peanut butter, and he was all over the both of them. And the whole time this was going on, there was this midget on the clown, and well, anyway, I couldn't keep my lunch down after that. Any images that are sexual in nature, weird, or otherwise out of the ordinary should be printed twice. One print is for the customer, the other print goes into a book that is kept in a locked drawer. Along with the print we keep, denote the customer's personal information they submitted on the back. We ask very little of customers. When delivering a roll of film, we ask the customer to leave their name and telephone number. Finally, you may have a customer that is particularly ornery about our services. They will complain that 1 hour is too long to wait for their prints of little Jimmy's birthday party or whatever it is they took images of. This particular customer dropped off her film less than 10 minutes ago. When you get a particularly nasty customer, calm them down and apologize for the reasonable delay in processing and assure them that their order is your top priority. When the customer isn't looking, process the roll of film as usual. However, before sealing up the order, slide one of the sexually explicit images into the pack. When the customer returns, explain to them that we run a family business and we do not condone nor wish to print the kind of backdoor shenanigans that they appear to be up to in their photos. The customer will be confused and hopefully embarrassed enough to keep from returning to your lab. Okay, she's gone. Now take a moment to reflect on a job well done. Now kick back and let's take a look at that book we created. Go!
6 o'clock every morning, you waking up yawning to the sound of your alarm clock alarming. About an hour from now, you should be at your place of employment, which is annoying cause it's so boring.
Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Take this job and shove it. I ain't working here no more. Take this job, take this job, take this job and shove it.
Yo, if your boss is a SOB, tell him the SHOVE, the JOB.